interested in attending. And I can take any questions back for the representative.
When I was reading through some of the bills, I saw Representative Nishimoto's name as sponsor, I believe, of House Bill 1421. I thought it was kind of exciting because it bans leaf blowers in the entire state of Hawaii.
He's been trying to get that through for a very long time. But yes, he has a leaf blower. I believe he has, that's one of his noise bills, a moped bill. We do have a green bill that's being heard on Friday, I believe.
I've had a lot of complaints from people in my part of the Waikiki neighborhood who don't like leaf blowers.
Pool Circle has a lot of issues with it too, because you're only blowing a few leaves away. So we're trying to get that through. Any help?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Anything else?
Helen? Push it up.
If they do away with the leaf blowers and use the brooms, they will actually get some exercise. It's healthy for them, and it's healthy for us. It takes away the noise.
I agree. We'll keep you updated if anything exciting does happen with the bill, or if it is being heard, so we can get some testimony in to support it.
Scott, the representative, I emailed your office relative to Bill 1507 and the loitering issue in Ala Moana Park, and suggested that possibly your boss could sign on to including Kapiolani Park, which is most of it's in your area. That's for the loitering section that Tom Brower is pushing under House Bill 1507. And Scott co-signed that bill. He's a co-sponsor of it. But why just one park? It's got to be all or nothing. It should be. Or if you want to make it a test case, fine. But parks on both ends of Waikiki have to be taken care of.
We got your email.
Just for the tourists. Only this afternoon? Boy, that's slow electronics. I also sent you a copy of the current New York State Penal Code with all the loitering sections that are still on the books. Now what they did, they reworded their begging section, because you're not, and under the old penal law, the begging, it was Supreme Court of the Southern District in New York State ruled that you cannot deprive them of means of income.
Anything else? Joanne?
I had a question on the Beach Walk wastewater pump station meeting. Is that going to be talking just about the permit for the noise, or will that be talking about the whole project? My resident manager came to me. She's very concerned about the route that they're taking. And when I looked at it, it is an unusual route. They have decided once it hits the Hard Rock Cafe, it should cross over, come into Waikiki, come down, and then cross back over again. And it would seem to me that the route would make more sense to go just straight along behind the back of the convention center rather than crossing the canal twice. So I didn't know whether that would be subject matter for that meeting or not.
I can find out and let you know tomorrow.
Thank you.
I don't see Tom. Does Tom have his representative here tonight?
Representative Brower's at another legislative event.
Yeah, all right. Relative to Bill 1507, which Scott also signed on to, on line 18 of that bill, they've got criminal nuisance in the first degree is a Class A felony. No way, Jose, not even in Hawaii. A Class A felony is murder, something really serious. I would guess it should be changed to a Class E felony. See that on line 18. It's got a 2 in parenthesis, and it says criminal nuisance in the first degree is a Class A felony. No such animal. It'll be a Class E felony, probably. C at the most.
Would you like me to have Representative Brower contact you?
Not really. Pass it along to him. They got to change the law, otherwise ACLU will have a field day with this thing.
So we can have the bill amended.
Yeah, from an A to an E, most likely, classification.
Thank you.
Nothing, nobody else has got their hands up. Thank you very much for coming, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our best to the representative. And now a gentleman I've spent way too much time testifying with, Rick Eggett from the Waikiki Improvement Association. And I can only say the second floor signage bill that we testified on today was an impressive bit of work by the WIA.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks, Bob. Well, you stole my thunder. That was going to be my first announcement. Was that the signage bill, which we've been working on for so long, Michael was in there at the beginning as we first developed the language behind this bill, passed the zoning committee unanimously today, and so will be heard for the second reading, which is the hearing meeting in the full council on February the 25th. And so we certainly hope to again have a representative of the neighborhood board. I think it's very gratifying for the councilman to hear the residents, the business community, and the outdoor circle all saying we think this is a good solution. And so in that regard, it's been a relatively easy run at the council, but it wasn't easy getting there. No. The other good news that we've received recently is that the HTA restored $200,000 for the Waikiki programs, for the tourism development programs, the Kuhio Beach hula and torch lighting program, and also the Sunset on the Beach. So that'll allow us to be able to at least maintain 4 days a week for the hula program. Last year we were at 6 days. But I mean, I can understand that budgets need to be cut, but to completely eliminate a valuable cultural program like that for our visitors made little sense, and I'm glad that the HTA has decided that they've been able to come up with the dollars to keep that program alive. If they had cut it entirely, we would have had to discontinue it. The Pro Bowl, I think probably everybody saw in the paper, but I wanted to make a statement about that, because those of you in Waikiki know that during this last week, even at a time when Waikiki well, the whole state is struggling, is we were very busy. The Pro Bowl brings over 20,000 people to the state. The NFL came back with an offer to bring it back in 2011 and 2012. 2010 is already committed to Florida. The big rub is always the cost to the state. The HTA spends, actually the new offer is a little bit less than what they were receiving before, but it's still over $4 million. And so that's the big issue. And then if you look at it and you say, well, we're full, 1 week out of 52, is that worth $4 million? But then you have to add into that all the great exposure that we get as people are looking at the beautiful weather. Unfortunately, we had a beautiful day for the Pro Bowl this year as they're watching that on the mainland as they're freezing cold. And the fact that the NFL is talking all year long about, you know, we're going to go to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. So in addition to the fact that you actually get 20,000 people here come specifically for the event, you also get a tremendous push from all that additional mentions and marketing that keep Hawaii top of mind. Not a good PR, right? So in that respect, I've always supported the Pro Bowl. I know the mayor has very much been in support of the Pro Bowl, and hopefully the HTA will agree to the new proposal. And then, as the good senator was talking about earlier, the Segway bill has advanced in the Senate. Now, the beauty of the situation in the Senate is that it was assigned to only one committee, which means that instead of normally what had happened now is it now will be heard by the second committee. But because it was assigned to only one committee, it's already up for third reading, which means it'll pass the Senate and then we'll go over to the House. The House bill, the companion bill, House Bill 140, is being heard tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the House Transportation Committee. And so hopefully tonight you folks will support those two bills and allow the neighborhood